What is up, Titans Nation? Welcome in to the 615. I am your host, Lee Hillis, and welcome in to the SeatGeek Studios. Before we get started, we have to give a quick shout out to our partners over at SeatGeek. You can use our code 615podcast, that is 615PODCAST, at checkout for $20 off your first order of $50 or more on SeatGeek.com or on the SeatGeek app. Well, preseason's over. Roster has been cut to 53. And let's go bring in one of the co-hosts, J Murph. What up, J Murph?
Hi, Mom. Hey, everybody. How are you?
But as I was saying, preseason's over.
Missed the whole week last week.
But as I was saying, roster's been cut to 53. Preseason's over. And games are fixing to start counting. But how did the Titans look, in your opinion, in the dress rehearsal for week one?
Well, firstly, I have to apologize to Van Jefferson because I crapped on him all week for dropping that pass. I feel like we all did, but I definitely crapped on him. 3 catches, 102 yards is crazy for Van Jefferson, folks.
In one half. In one half.
In one half of football. Yeah, it's crazy. I think the first team offense doesn't look like a top 10 offense, but I mean, I don't expect them to look like that. I guess they look how I expected them to look. You know, just kind of sloppy, kind of still trying to figure out the chemistry. But Calvin Ridley, man, if somebody's going to get 100 targets this year, it's going to be Calvin for sure.
Oh, Calvin most definitely. But look at stats from that game. Brandon Allen.
Beautiful.
9 of 15 for 137 and a touchdown.
Dude looks sick with the arm sleeve.
Yeah. Trevor Siemian, who's on practice squad, 4 for 4 for 34. And then the number one quarterback on the depth chart, Cam Ward, 3 for 4 for 36.
Do you think that tells the real story, though?
No. If you have to look at the tape tells more than stats do.
I think every Titans fan that's watched him play believes that. And then you look at a stat line, you're like, he only had 36 yards. It's the most exciting 36 yards that we've had in Tennessee in a long time.
Yeah, most definitely. And then Jamar Jefferson.
Yeah, I was about to say, I didn't think he played. Yeah.
5 for 41. Jordan Mims, 13 for 40. Julius Chestnut. I think he heard me talking crap about him. 5 for 28.
Dude was playing for his football life out there, wasn't he?
Khalil Mullings, 6 for 27.
He might be somebody, dude. I'm kind of excited about him. And we're gonna get to see because Tajay got hurt.
Yeah, Tajay is, of course, with roster cut down. He went on IR for 4 weeks, for a minimum of 4 weeks.
That hurts. That's Rob's fault. I'm gonna blame Rob in our fantasy league because every year he drafts a team full of studs and they all get hurt, and I've got to add roster injury reserve spots for this dude.
And then going to the receiving side of it, Van Jefferson, 3 for 102 and a touchdown.
Man, the other Jefferson.
And the majority of that came on a 65-yard catch.
And he looked, that was crazy. Nice little stutter step, took it to the house. It's beautiful.
And then Bryce Oliver, 3 for 27. A.O. Manor, 3 for 25. Jordan Mims, 2 for 16.
Keep going. We'll get there. I'm cutting you off.
Jamar Jefferson, 1 for 11. Josh Wiley, 1 for 9. Xavier Restrepo, 1 for 8. James Crochet.
That Restrepo catch, did you see it?
It was a nice catch.
Dude, that was an interception. He stole that interception away from that defensive back. This guy came up and
It was a re-interception.
it was beautiful. That probably earned him the roster slot. Well, the practice squad.
Practice
Spot.
squad. And then return. Jaquan Jackson, bye-bye,
Yeah.
sir.
Ran
2 for 37. DK 1 for 36. That's huge when you can have a guy take it for 36 yards.
Man.
And that I feel like that right there will be the turning point for the Titans this year, is if we can get those positive yards like that on return.
I mean, our special teams coordinator literally said he's not ready for the job, which worries me because that's a Hall of Fame level special teams coordinator.
And looking at the depth chart, he's listed as the punt and the kick returner.
He's all we got. Like who else do we call Mason Kinsey up every week?
You could possibly throw a guy like a Bryce Oliver back there.
Dude, not just anybody can catch a punt. Like that's a different kind of catch, Otherwise, you just have
Prochet, James Prochet.
Yeah.
Joey Sly. Joey Sly.
Yeah.
I like Joey Sly, and I told you this before the show. I don't think our kicking will be a problem this year for us.
No, I'm with you there. He and I like that he was experimenting during the preseason, like during the games, like seeing what he could and couldn't do in certain situations.
And I feel like that kick that he made from 63 could have easily made it from close to 70.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so Jacksonville's not the only one with a big leg,
Cam Little. And then Johnny Hecker. And then Johnny Hecker, 3 punts, one of inside the 20.
Averaging 52.
And I don't know if you saw this, but did you see the video of Ryan Stonehouse?
Oh, at Vandy?
Yeah, punting to was almost yesterday or today.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I saw it.
The dude was out here nailing 50-yard average.
His problem was never distance. Like it was what he had, but
he was out kicking everything.
Yeah, but what was his accuracy like? Because that was what his issue was here. That's what ultimately got Ryan Stonehouse cut.
Yeah, but
I mean, the dude could boot it to the next county, but he couldn't hit anything.
Yeah, well, the thing is, he's got an incredible leg, but he don't have a job anywhere right now.
It's because you can't kick with accuracy. I mean, this isn't 2004 when you could kick it out of the back of the end zone and it was 20 yards. It comes up a lot further now. That's a big difference. You have to be an accurate kicker today, because now anything inside the 30 is good because it's more than what you would have got as a touchback.
So, do you think? And we're probably spend a lot of time on this part of it, the roster of what the Titans did. So the Titans kept 2 quarterbacks. They kept a total of 23 offensive players.
Right on.
2 quarterbacks, Cam Ward, Brandon Allen. Kept 3 running backs, Tony Pollard, Julius Chestnut, and Khalil Mullings.
And then IR's Tajay Spears.
Yeah. Which that don't count against the roster.
Beautiful.
Kept 6 wide receivers though. I felt like you could have possibly kept 7.
Who would you have kept?
I would have kept Prochet just for the special teams aspect.
Well, I mean, they obviously didn't think that he was worth a roster spot. Like what he gave over DK was not enough.
Yeah. But at wide receiver, they kept Calvin Ridley, Tyler Lockett, Van Jefferson, Alec Ayomanor, Chimere DK, and Bryce Oliver.
What do you think of Alec? I kind of liked it, watching him. Like he finds space.
I'm going to say this. I would have rather him been the number 3 or Van Jefferson.
Yeah, and that's not really because Van shut me up. But it's really not a knock on Van Jefferson. It's just that for the younger talent, you're not that much better.
Yeah. 3 tight ends, and I'm gonna say this. I'm not surprised that Josh Wiley got cut. I'm not
Why not
surprised.
though? That's the thing though. They were so high on him in the previous regime.
And
But that was we
then
were sure that was our guy. Why didn't you like Josh Wiley?
I'm gonna say the same reason as Chig. The drops. He was
Yeah.
looked at as like a red zone threat.
Well, by that logic, Gunnar Helm's going to be the dude here by the middle of the season.
Oh, if you go back and look at his preseason, the dude was an animal.
Yeah, he was. I just don't know. Like, you have to have more.
Go back and look at his touchdown against Atlanta.
I'll say this. I think that if we are forced to become a run-heavy offense this year, Gunnar Helm won't be our starting tight end. But if we are able to be more, Gunnar Helm's going to see a lot of playing time.
Yeah, which I'm going to say this. If I'm Tennessee, what I'm doing is I'm going to run a lot of 2 tight end sets.
Oh, yeah.
With
Gunnar, is he a good blocker? Do you think Gunnar is a good blocker, though?
So I watched him a little bit because he's there in the SEC.
Yeah.
And I watched him because he was there at Texas. And the dude could block downfield.
Against high-end talent, or was it like A&M?
Oh, it was against like Alabama, Georgia.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay.
So he was able to spring the runner open while in the process of hurdling corners and safeties.
Oh man, I'm excited for him. I didn't watch.
And then David Martin Robinson, the undrafted free agent from last year.
It's the Rand Carthon guy.
So you got Chig, Gunnar Helm, and David Martin Robinson.
That was the Ross guy, right? He had like a 9.8 Ross score or something like that.
I think so.
Yeah, that's the thick athlete.
Offensive line, Tennessee's keeping 9. I'm surprised they're not keeping 10.
Yeah, me too.
Because
is Lloyd really that back?
I guess he is. Because looking at the depth chart, you have a backup at every single position but center.
That's crazy to me. The dude's fresh.
So you have Dan Moore Jr., Peter Skoronsky, Lloyd Cushenberry, Kevin Zeiler, J.C. Latham. That's your starting 5.
Beautiful.
And then you have Udo backing up Dan Moore at left tackle. You have Jackson Slater, the rookie out of Sac State, backing up Peter Skoronsky. Blake Hance backing up Kevin Zeitler, and Crenshaw Dixon backing up J.C. Latham.
Is this the best left tackle room we've had since Taylor Lewan was here?
I think this is the best offensive line we've had since Lewan was here.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. That's not even a question.
And
I hope it's better than that offensive line.
And I think you may say, dude, you're just being a homer. I think this team right here could easily win 7 or 8 games this year.
Woo! 7 or 8. Man. No, you know what? I'm trying not to be the non-homer in me says 4, but if this offensive line holds and Cam Ward develops properly, yeah, I think you're talking about fighting for a playoff spot, not getting one, but fighting for one.
And then I think this defense right here is probably a top 15 defense.
I completely. They're so slept on. I think they're top 10. I think they're like 7 or 8. Because
you're carrying 6 defensive linemen into the season. With Jeffrey Simmons, Devondre Sweat, Sebastian Joseph Day, James Lynch, the former VFL Shy Tuttle, and CJ Ravenel.
Man, I'm so excited. You're getting me hyped for football, man. Reading that defensive tackle list.
The small conversation we had before this was right here at inside linebacker. We're carrying 4. Cody Barton, Cedric Gray, James Williams, and Dorian Macy.
When was the last time you were this excited about an inside linebacker? Not because of how good it is, but because of how good it can be.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
So the conversation you and I had was Cedric Gray versus James Williams.
I'm personally a Cedric Gray guy. You didn't ask me earlier, so I couldn't give you that opinion.
So looking at the depth chart, it's James Williams starting next to
Yeah.
Cody Barton. But that could change between now and week 1.
Well, what do you think James Williams is best at?
I feel like he's a better coverage guy.
For sure. Absolutely. I think you use Cedric Gray on the
that,
first 3 downs.
It's that former safety in him.
Yeah, for sure.
And you move him down to the box, and he's a really good coverage linebacker. But you have Cedric Gray that can blow a play up at the line.
So who's our nickel? Is Williams our nickel?
McCreary.
Oh yeah, our nickel corner. Yeah, that's fair.
Carrying 7 corners in this season. Brownlee is lining up opposite of Sneed.
Man, that's beautiful.
Then
do you see? You got to find the video. We were talking about it before the show, but where L'Jarius Sneed comes up underneath the coach's pads, picks him up, and just throws him, and then just kind of jogs off. It's kind of messed up.
Back
that dude's missed football. Yeah, you can tell he's missed football for sure.
But 7 corners: L'Jarius Sneed, Daryl Baker, Jarvis Brownlee. At nickel, you have Roger McCreary, Marcus Harris, Davis Armour, Jalen Davis Armour, and Samuel Womack. Both the last two, Jalen Davis Armour and Samuel Womack. Davis Armour came from Baltimore.
A lot of familiarity there.
Along with Ravenel on the interior defensive line. Both came from Baltimore.
Beautiful.
Womack came from Indianapolis.
Yeah, he looked good in Indy too. There were some people out there that said that this we picked up 5, I think. Wasn't it 5 off the waiver wire the other day? A lot of people said this looked like a shot of desperation that we were plugging so many holes in the waiver wire. First in the order for the waiver wire. And I think they're full of it because look at this. Look at how much talent you added in Womack and Davis Armour just in your cornerback room, which is already looking really good.
And then you move to the back half and safety. Amani Hooker, Xavier Woods, Kevin Winston Jr., Quandre Diggs, and Mike Brown. I'm going to say this. I'm excited to see what Winston can do.
Oh, yeah. I was about to say the same thing. Amani Hooker's little brother did. He's like, I brought my little brother to work today.
Because going back and looking at Kevin Winston Jr. before he got injured, the dude was locking things up in that secondary at Penn State.
It's going to be good, man. We need it. I mean, we haven't had a lot to get excited about. You're looking at draft picks.
And then your 3 special teams, Joey Sly, kicker, Johnny Hecker, punter, and then Morgan Cox, who's been here for what feels like ever.
Yeah, and he started as a Raven too. That's crazy. Johnny Hecker, do we feel like we got better at punter?
I think he's not bad, but we'll have to wait and see what the preseason looks like because he's familiar with what Fossil wants to do. What old Bones wants to do.
Old Bones. I'm excited for it. I trust him. Joey Sly looks like he could play linebacker, though.
Dude, Joey Sly is short.
Built though. The guy, could you imagine him running at you full speed? Like if you were returning, you're returning a
Joey Sly. Joey Sly, 5'11", 213.
Yeah, just a missile. 213. That's beautiful. Could you imagine? You get bricked by the kicker.
Him running full speed downhill at you.
God bless. You better not return my kick for a touchdown. Bam. I love it.
And then you have to talk about practice squad.
Yeah, for sure.
The Titans did a lot with practice squad, bringing back James Prochet, Mason Kinsey, Xavier Restrepo.
Woo-hoo. Restrepo. Really rooting for that
Andrew
dude, man.
Rubchick, and Clay Webb. Webb is one of those guys that we got off the waiver wire. Thomas Odukoya, and then of course you have Corey Levin at center.
Yeah.
Trevor Simeon.
How you feel about that? He's just a veteran presence. I mean,
yeah, that veteran presence. Of course, same thing with Brandon Allen.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, Henry Hooker's out there right now. Did he wind up with somebody?
He ended up with Carolina.
Oh, poor guy.
He ended up with Carolina.
You think he starts over Bryce Young, and Bryce Young doesn't play well?
If Bryce don't play well, he could. I could see that. Anaya Smith, former Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagle, got cut, and he ended up in Carolina.
Man, poor guys. I want to see them back up there. Cam was so arrogant. He made that team very hard to like there for a little while.
Running back Jordan Mims,
yeah,
and Jamar Jefferson on practice squad. Then you hit the defensive side. Ollie Gay, edge rusher, ends up on practice squad. Carlos Watkins, Cam Horsley, and Isaiah Rakes. There's not a single linebacker on practice squad.
Man. Well, I mean, we don't believe in their linebackers.
We don't have a single offensive tackle or linebacker on practice squad.
Man.
Amani Oruwariye, corner out of Dallas, former Dallas Cowboy.
Yeah.
And Sam Webb, both on practice squad. And then safety Kendall Brooks.
They believe in the offensive line, man. Clearly think they're going to have a lot of injuries in the back into the secondary, though.
On IR, Tajay Spears.
Of course.
Who is basically 4 weeks.
Do we know that, though? Or do we just assume?
So, if you start seeing on IR, you're out for a minimum of 4 weeks.
Sure, but how hurt is he? Is he like 6 weeks out and they're going to have to keep him on IR for 2 more weeks? Like, do we really know the story of Tajay Spears right now?
So, once you hit that 4-week mark, you can get your designation to return and just work through it.
I see.
Will Levis, who's out for the year. I'm surprised they did not waive this guy with an injury designation, Traylon Burks.
Yeah, well, I think it didn't matter. I think that he was going to count against him either way.
Well, once he's fully healthy, they're going to cut him.
Oh, of course. Yeah, it's just weird. It's a paperwork thing, you know.
And then former Vandy linebacker, Anthony Orji, out for the year.
Yeah.
So we have 4 guys already on IR, and the season's not even started yet.
The Titans are back, baby.
The Titans are back. We'll probably have 40 guys on there before the end of the year.
Oh, yeah. No, dude, if that happens, Callahan, he's cooked. Because he's not Vrabel. He's not coaching them through that.
That's one thing I did want to talk to you about, was if the Titans start off with an abysmal record, is Callahan gone?
Oh, yeah. Dude, how could you not? He's not even your guy if you're, Borgonzi. So, like.
I'm going to say this. I don't think he is. The reason they didn't, because there were talks throughout last season and even in the offseason, like right after season ended. And this is a report from Teron Davenport. The Titans had actually talked about firing Brian Callahan after last season. But they looked at the roster and was like, you know what? We're going to give him another year.
So I read that report, and the most concerning part about that report was that they had already considered firing the guy after 1 year. And they said that the reason that they didn't.
That would
They
have
seem,
been a cycle of the Houston Texans.
well, the Houston Texans are fine right now.
No, they had 2 head coaches where they fired them a year apart.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you got to go until you find your guy. When you know you got your guy, you stop hiring. That's why you always draft a quarterback till you have one. You know.
And do you think we found our quarterback?
No.
You don't think we? You don't think Cam's the guy?
I don't know. Well, it's early. He hasn't even played it down yet. I think mentally we found our guy, but I don't know if he can. I don't know if he's ready to process the game. He's going to have a lot of turnovers this year. Let's put it that way. I think he's going to have tons of turnovers.
I don't think he will.
We'll see. I'd be happy if you're right.
Fantasy sleepers or just sleepers in general around the league. I'm gonna let Josh talk through this.
So when we came up with this, initially we were going to do a position group. So I followed the assignment and I did the position group. And then Lee decided, in all his knowledge, because he's a very bright guy, that he's going to cover the whole league. So I'm going to cover tight ends, and he's going to tell you all his sleepers. So for me, I feel like that the tight end position, and I think Lee can agree, usually you're going to get about 10 to 12 points out of it. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So these are guys that are probably going to get you about 10 points every week. And if you've got a Brock Bowers, you can put him in a flex slot. You can put these guys at tight end, and you'll probably hit average. It's kind of how I feel about it. So K-Dot, who's very, very slept on, but he's gotten more yards every year. I think he's got about 200 more yards every year that he has been in the league. He's up to about 600 last year. I've lost his stats, but I'm pretty sure. And then Dallas Goedert, who everybody will say, oh, he's injured all the time. He misses about 4 games a year. So if you've already got an elite tight end and this guy is in your waivers, definitely somebody I think you should go pick up. Colston Loveland, 10th pick by the Bears. I love to crap on the Bears. But Colston Loveland, I think, is going to have a pretty – Bears. I think he's going to have a really good career up in Chicago. Caleb Williams throwing to him. And Caleb Williams is only going to get better, or so we would assume. And then Brenton Strange, who honestly is my favorite sleeper tight end because Brenton Strange did so well and played so well that Evan Ingram is now playing in Denver. He had about as many yards as Dallas Goedert did last year and wasn't even the starting tight end in his own offense. So Brenton Strange might be a problem.
So I've got at least 2 tight ends that I did not even mention. TJ Hawkinson.
I don't know, man. Downgrade at quarterback. Of course, he's quarterback's best friend because he's a tight end. But downgrade at quarterback, and then he gets banged up every year.
And then I could go Sam Laporta as another one.
Is that a sleeper though? And he just
to me it is.
Yeah,
to me it is. Without his offensive coordinator Ben Johnson.
Okay, then that's fair. If that's your reasoning, I absolutely agree with you that he would be a sleeper because I don't think he's going to do anything this year. Not like he had been. Like he'll still be a great tight end, but like not like he had been.
Where I went Russell Wilson.
You got to explain that one for sure.
So new team.
Because I agree with you, but I need you to explain it.
So he's with a new team, a team that's been historically bad as of late. He's coming from a team that has not missed the playoffs in the last, I don't know how many years. He's basically having to learn a new offense. So that's one reason I have Russell Wilson, is that he's with a new team, new offense, having to learn a completely new identity offensively.
You think that makes him a candidate to be a breakout star? I think that him having neighbors to chuck the ball to makes him a huge breakout star because he's got a big arm. I mean, Russell Wilson was known for throwing the ball deep, when he was in his prime. So I
Damian
agree.
Pierce.
Explain that one, because now you got Nick Chubb in front of him too.
Well, you got this. Joe Mixon's out basically for the first
Yeah,
4 weeks.
I think they said Nick Chubb because coach said that he liked Nick Chubb. Damian Pierce has looked good though, so I don't disagree with you.
And two, it's I think a new team for him also. Or has he been in Houston this whole time?
Yeah, he has been. He was really good for Houston a few years ago.
And then he's basically, as of last like 2 or 3 years, he's been under the radar.
For sure.
Yeah. It's Nick Chubb, Damian Pierce.
Mixon's on IR. Actually, I think he's on the
yeah, he's on the PUP list, which is basically IR to start the year.
Yeah.
Danico Autry is on there also.
Oh, not Danico. I've kind of forgiven him. I like Danico while he was here. Dude, I love your Tyler Lockett, man. I love your Tyler Lockett pick.
I think the Tyler Lockett pick right here is also a great thing also because he's coming from Seattle, is a young quarterback.
And what was he known for when Russ was in his prime? Finding space, catching the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what do we have in Cam Ward?
Exactly. Pat Freiermuth. And then I think you have to put Freiermuth on there. New offense. New quarterback.
Yeah.
And then you have Jonnu in that room with him.
Yeah. I think Freiermuth, your blocking tight end, but he's very sure-handed.
Well, Freiermuth right now on the depth chart is listed as the number 1. Have they not updated?
No. No, I mean, they love Freiermuth out there. They've been offered a lot of trade packages.
Oh, like, hold up. We have Freiermuth, and then you have Jonnu, Darnell Washington, and Connor Hayward.
Yeah, they've got a pretty good tight end room.
With Aaron Rodgers, Mason Rudolph, and Skylar Thompson.
Oh, Mason Rudolph. Dolphins legend Skylar Thompson.
Who loves to choke.
What a QB room.
And then the guy we were supposed to have on, Chris from Titans and Truth. Roma Dunze.
I believe in Roma Dunze. I think he's going to have a crazy year.
With Caleb Williams.
Oh, yeah. Caleb's got to make the jump, dude. He's got to be the
Justin Fields. Justin Fields.
This is one of my favorite sleepers this season because everybody's sleeping on Justin Fields, but he's gonna be good.
He's going to a team who's been very bad.
Oh, they're desperate. They can rally around anyone right
now. Tony Pollard, I'm not really sure why he's on here. I think it's probably because the young quarterback situation in Tennessee.
Of course. Yeah, I mean, it's easy to make an argument for that. And there's no Tajay to share the load with right now. He's gonna.
And then rookie tight end, Tyler Warren.
Dude, everyone I know that knows who Tyler Warren is excited about Tyler Warren. You remember Tay we had on the podcast a few months back?
Yeah.
Loves Tyler Warren.
Wait, is that the same guy that's in our league?
Yes, that's almighty.
But this was announced yesterday. Your 2025 Titans captains are number 98, defensive tackle, Jeffrey Simmons.
Of course.
Rookie quarterback, number 1, Cam Ward.
You need a soundboard with a round of applause on
it. I have it right here somewhere. Number 0, at wide receiver, Calvin Ridley.
You can't hear it, but that's so funny.
Safety, number 37, Amani Hooker.
No, keep your announcer voice. That's the best voice in the business. You're going to be the next. You're going to be the next booth announcer for sure.
At running back, number 20, Tony Pollard.
Woo! Got me hype in my living room. Let's go.
At linebacker, Number 50, Cody Barton.
Woo!
And your long snapper. What is his number? Is it 46?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
That's the bad thing. Is because like you can't really tell the number right here because he's so far down. Yeah, it's number 46.
It's got to be
Morgan
46.
Cox.
Morgan Cox. Yeah, and we were talking earlier. That dude feels like he's been in the league forever.
Dude, it feels like. Let me go pull it up. How long has he been in the league?
He's probably only like 27 or something, but he feels like he's like 36.
No. The dude's almost 40.
Beautiful. Yeah, I felt that way because he had a whole career in Baltimore and then came to us.
He signed as an undrafted free agent to Baltimore in 2010.
Man, it's been through 3 presidential administrations, 4 if you count the second term. But
he was released from Baltimore in 2021, and he's been in Tennessee since 2021.
Man,
so 4 years. 4 years.
Feels like forever. He's been a captain for 3 of them. That's crazy.
Yeah. NFL experience, 16 years.
Man, long snapper's the gig. How much do you make a year? I think they just gave him a raise too. I think he just got an extension.
That's actually a good question. Let me go.
I mean, you don't really take that many hits because they made so many rules about hitting the center, and you're really only on the field to do one thing. It's a pretty sweet gig.
So this year, Morgan Cox is making. He signed as a 1-year deal, almost basically $1.5 million.
To chuck a ball between your legs for 15 yards, sign me up, man. I'll eat some sirloin steak and get up to weight. Let's go.
And that's actually up from last year, where he was basically at 1.4. He was at 1.37.
Man, these long snapper jobs are gravy. Just don't mess it
2023, 1.31.
Man.
2022, 1.28 or 1.3.
Hey Bones, anything should happen to Coxie, which it shouldn't. Give me a call.
He signed a 5-year deal in Baltimore at the end.
That's crazy.
5 years, $5.6 million.
1.1 a year. Yeah. For a long snapper, that's all you do. That's beautiful.
But I think we've hit everything.
Yeah.
But hopefully Tyler will be back next week.
Yeah, but it was a fun show with you, Lee. Loved kicking it with you.
But while I'm in here, before we get ready to close up shop, here at 10:15 Eastern, 9:15 Central, head over and check out the other one.
Oh yeah, you're A&M. What's the name of the show? Aggie Audible? I love it.
Yep.
The Aggie Audible.
Tonight we are previewing the season opener against UTSA.
Man, y'all don't even play a real team week 1? Or week 0, I apologize.
Well, actually, it is week 1. Week 0 just happened.
Oh, did it? I missed it.
So, A&M's first 3 games, 2 of them are cupcake games, in my opinion.
Okay.
With UTSA and Utah State.
Isn't like Ohio State playing Texas or something? And like,
Ohio State is hosting Texas this week.
Playing Clemson. Like, y'all are playing who?
UTSA.
Oh, jeez.
But the funny thing is who their quarterback's dad is.
Who?
Josh McCown.
He's gonna crap all over y'all.
And then week 3, third game of the season, which I'll be at, against Notre Dame.
Oh man. Well,
And
Take
then
this happiness
second weekend
that you have, bottle it up, and save it for the end of the season.
second weekend of October, if you're in Bryan College Station and you see me, come say hey, because I'll be down there for the Florida game.
Beautiful.
DJ Lagway rolling into Kyle Field for the first time ever. So, yeah, at 10:15 Eastern, 9:15 Central, go over to the Aggie Audible on YouTube, or if you're watching on Facebook, it'll be there on my Facebook. Come hang out, and let's talk a little crap about that school to the south. If you know who I'm talking about, Josh.
I'm assuming you're talking about Texas.
Who we do not like.
Oh no, you mean Texas A&M and Texas don't get along? That's kind of crazy.
There's a lot of bad blood, but you don't have to go home. But you can't stay here. Stay classy and tighten up.
Tighten up.
Tighten up. Let's get tightened up. Tightened up.